Maturity is when you stop making excuses and start taking responsibilities. My name is Tosin and I welcome you to another episode of the Balcony Talk. Welcome back. In our last episode, I said that God created you for a specific purpose. God created you to fulfill a certain task on earth. Not just to come, die, and go, but you are to fill a gap that is missing. You are to fill a slot that is missing here in planet Earth. And that is your purpose in life. So it is our duty, it is your duty to find out what is it that I am destined to fulfill. What is it that I have been created for? Remember, I said that God created you for a purpose, and that purpose, you need to find it. You need to come to a place where you understand the purpose of God for your life. And how do you understand the purpose of your life? That's what we're going to look at today. How do I find the purpose for my life? So now we're going to look at the definition of purpose according to the dictionary. It says that purpose is the reason for which a thing is done, the reason for which a thing or something is created, the reason for which something or someone exists. So in other words, the reason for which you exist, the reason for which you were created is the purpose. So what is the reason why you were created? Okay, to bring more light to that, what is the reason why the cell phone was made? The cell phone was made for us to be able to connect with people, for us to be able to connect with friends, families, business partners, and so on, irrespective of the distance. So now, if I want to communicate and I could not, or I want to connect with someone and I cannot connect with the person, the purpose for the cell phone has been defeated. It means the cell phone becomes useless to me. So now, if the cell phone is repairable, I need to go repair it. If it is not repairable, what do? I throw it away and I get another cell phone. That is exactly how it is with us humans. When God created us for a purpose. God created you to fulfill a task on earth. God created you to fulfill an assignment for Him. You have a specific task that God created you for. And until you discover that purpose, until you discover that reason for which you were created, you will not live a fulfilled life. So that is why we are here today. We are here today to look at how do I find my purpose, or how do I discover my purpose in life. Number one, the very first step in discovering purpose is to know who you are. Okay, very funny, right? You need to know yourself. You need to understand who you are. Remember, your purpose lies within you. When you were created, when you were born with your purpose inside of you. It is not something out there that you need to find. It is in you. It is in you. It is in what you were created with purpose in mind. When God created you, He created you with a purpose. And that seed of the purpose has been sown in you, and you need to discover it. So now the first step in discovering your purpose is know or understand who you are. When you don't know who you are, you can never discover purpose. So you need to understand who you are. You need to know who you are as a person. Discover yourself first. You need to discover your person. And in discovering your person, that is where you will end up discovering the purpose of God for your life. So it's amazing that discovering yourself will help you in various ways. Discovering yourself will help you to know, what do I need to study in school? Because you have discovered who you are. Discovering yourself will help you to know, who do I marry? Okay, because you have been able to discover yourself. The reason why a lot of people are facing challenges in various aspects of their lives is because they have not really discovered who they are. And when you are able to discover who you are, a lot of challenges you go through concerning relationship, concerning career choices, concerning business ideas and all that, you will not be facing those challenges because you have come to discover who you are. So when you discover who you are, it will help you in so many ways. It will help you in making choices, career choices, business choices. It will help you in various ways. Knowing who you are helps you to make right decisions in life. So in all aspects of life, once you have been able to discover and come to a place of understanding who you are able to make right decisions in things that you do in life. You would not make decisions based on what people say. You will not make decisions based on feelings. You will not make decisions based on things surrounding you. You will make the right decisions. And that is why it is very important that we come to know who we are. And that is the very first step in discovering purpose in life. So how do we know who we are? So how do we know who we are? Now, if I ask you, who are you? The first thing you will say is, my name is Tosin. But that is not what I'm asking in this case. I'm not asking about what is your name. I'm asking, who are you? That is, what is your personality? So now this question needs you to sit down and reflect. Reflect on yourself. Reflect on who you are. Reflect on your personality. Because this is the first step in discovering purpose. And I won't tell you it comes easy. It doesn't come easy. Discovering yourself doesn't come easy. It's not a day's job. You discover yourself as you put your mind to it. And as you do it step by step, you will begin to discover who you are. You discover your personality. Discover your person. So the very first thing in discovering your person, in discovering who you are, is, what are my values? What are my values? Beloved, I know you can sit back and reflect and ask yourself, who am I really? Who am I? What are my values? What do I believe in? What are my values? So when we talk about values, we want to look at some of the things that will help us to understand what your values are. Okay, let's look at it this way. When a child is born, and as the child begins to grow, the child begins to display certain values. No one has taught this child these values, but because it is inbuilt, these are natural values that everyone came with to planet Earth. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the values you develop over years of being in a particular environment or studying certain things or being trained, or values that you develop through discipline and all that. No, those are external values. I'm talking about the internal values. You see, when a child is born, the parents begin to discover certain values in them. The parent has not taught them those values. The parent did not teach them those values. They just noticed that, oh, this child of mine, this son of mine, this daughter of mine has got this certain value. Oh, she's very caring. Oh, she's very loving. Oh, she's very bold. Oh, he's very bold. Oh, he's very strong. Oh, he's very daring. He can dare things. Oh, she's very timid. Oh, those values are natural values, are inborn values that helps you to discover who you are. Okay, so those are the values you need to look inward and reflect to see what are these natural values that you have got. What are these natural values? You know, some people, their natural values is that they love things to be neat. They love things to be kept clean. You know, when they wake up from the bed, they want the bed to be neat. They want the bed to be nice. Some wake up from the bed and they just throw everything everywhere and they just go out. Nonchalant attitudes like that and all that. Some, they want their brush, their toothbrush. You know, they want it kept nicely in a particular place, in a particular spot, and that is the spot where you will find it at all times. These values will gravitate you towards your purpose in life. Everyone has come with that natural values. Some will come up. You will see that some children, as they came with technical values. They are very technical in things they do. When things get spoiled, they want to mend it by themselves. They want to put it together. They want to see how they can make it function, make it work again. You see, naturally, nobody has taught them how to do that, but it is inborn. So those are the values that you need to reflect on. What are the values? That is what makes you to understand who you are. You begin to understand, oh, okay, I'm a very loving person. Oh, I'm a very caring person. Oh, I love to give. You know, some children, they can give even their food out to people to eat. You know, they don't mind going hungry. They are children. Okay, they are not adults. They can give you anything. They can give you their toys. They can give you their biscuit, their sweet, and they won't have any. And some children, you dare not take their toys from them. You dare not take their sweet or biscuit from them. So we all come with different natural values, and these are the values that you and I we need to reflect on, and it will help us to begin to discover who we are. And once we are able to discover who we are already discovering our purpose. So, like I said, the first thing is your values. So you need to come to a place where you discover those natural inborn values, those values that no one taught you, but they are just inbuilt. Those values are in you because of the purpose you need to fulfill in life. Okay, so now you find out that some are very caring and loving. So in other words, your purpose in life is towards that area, you know, towards that caring and loving and attending to people's need, caring about people's things and all that. Your purpose is in line with that. Okay, you need to be able to discover your values. Your values helps you to discover your purpose at the end of the day. So the very first step is discovering the values. Now the second step is discovering your interest. What are the interests? What are the things you are interested in? What draws your attention? You can say your passion. What is your passion? You can say what are your hobbies? Okay, some people can say it's hobby. Okay, but then what are the things that interest you? Very important. You need to sit down and reflect on those. You need to reflect on your values. You reflect on your interest. Very important. These two things will help you to be able to know what is my purpose in life. And number 3 is that you need to discover what is your temperament. What is your temperament? You need to discover that. We're going to talk about that in our next episode. What is your temperament? What is your strength? Okay, so it's 4 basic things that you need to know. Is what are your values? your interest, your temperament, and your strength. So once you are able to discover these 4 things, you are discovering your purpose in life. So beloved, discovering purpose is very important. But then the first step in discovering purpose is discovering who you are. And in discovering who you are, you need to discover your values, your interest, your temperament, and your strength. Once you're able to discover those 4, you are able to discover who you are. And when you discover who you are able to discover purpose in life. So as we close today, I would love to ask you just one question. Who are you? Who are you? So for you to know who you are, you need to be able to define your values. You need to be able to define your interest. You need to be able to define your temperament. And you need to be able to define your strength. Once you are able to define these 4 things, then you know who you are. And this will help you in a lot of areas, not only in discovering purpose, but in discovering or in doing so many things in life. It will help you, it will assist you, it will give you the right direction and help you to make the right decisions in life. So beloved, as we will be closing the broadcast today, I want you to sit down and begin to ponder, reflect over your life and begin to look inward to know who you really are. Beloved, that will help you in so many things in life. It will help you so that people will not walk over you. It will help you so that people will not dictate and tell you who you are when you don't know who you are. They will give you an identity. It is important that you know who you are, because when you don't know who you are, the world will give you an identity. So very important, you must know who you are. So when you have come to a place where you discover who you are, then you have just discovered your purpose in life, because your purpose lies in who you are. Praise the Lord. So I will be closing the broadcast for today. Please join me in our next episode as we will be unfolding in details the values. We'll be unfolding in details our values, our interest, our temperament, and our strength. We'll be unfolding it in more detail in our next broadcast. I want you to please like the page. I want you to also share with your friends and families. Invite your friends to share it as well. And please, I want you to subscribe to this page. It is very important. Please subscribe, and God will bless you as you do so in Jesus' name. And also, please, I want you to make comments in the comment area and ask your questions. If you have any ideas, if you have any contribution to what I have said so far today, please do so, and the Lord bless you. See you in our next edition. Have a blessed time. Cheers.